Tip number 78 from the book 501 Contractor Tips, and this is good habits. This is a gimme. This is a must do. I don't care what it is. If you're having a problem with sales, you just have, then you're going to, hey, you know what, you twitch and or you do something that makes it look like you're lying, or you can't show up on time. You're having a problem getting to work. You're having a problem getting your materials. You're having a problem ordering the stuff, and on and on and on. I'm here to tell you that there are things you can do to break these bad habits. One of these is showing up on time, whether it's to an estimate or to the job site. How hard is this? Get up a little earlier. Make a few changes in your daily events. This isn't rocket science here. And if you do it long enough, then it won't require any more work on your behalf. They say it takes 30 days, 21 to 30 days to make a habit, to create a habit, and you're not going to be thinking about it anymore. You do it every single day for 30 days, you're done. And is this as far as, could you use something like this for to quit smoking or drinking or drugs, something like that? I don't know. If you have a drug problem, why not try it? Quit doing drugs for 30 days. If it works, great. Now you can start working on the other things you want to change. But if there's something in your life you want to change, something that you think will make a big difference in you personally, your personal life, or in your business, then I'm here to tell you, do it for 21 to 30 days and see what happens. The biggest problem with people doing anything is they never start. The second biggest problem is they start and then they stop. Hey, you can't do this. If you're not really going to be persistent, if you can't develop good habits, you can't make the necessary changes, don't get this book, because realistically that's what this book is trying to do. It's trying to develop a different person, or a better person, a better version of yourself, something that is going to help you with your life personally, and then of course lead to more opportunities, and then these opportunities of course hopefully will lead to you making more money and working less. That's just the way it is. So good habits. You find something in your life that you just you cannot tolerate anymore, and you want to make the change, then create a plan, and do it for at least 30 days and see what happens. Because what the heck, what's the worst thing that can happen? Is that you said you tried and you failed? Well, then try something else. But if it works, and you take a bad habit and you change it into a good habit, or you just take nothing and then you change it into a good habit, then you're going to be better off. And this is how we realistically become better versions of ourselves. This is how we improve our sales tactics. If you have a problem, and I've worked this out before. It's like me. I was young. I was 25 and I looked like I was 18 when I started contracting. This was a big problem for me. I had to sell myself to these people. And the only way I could do it was to be knowledgeable, more knowledgeable than the other contractors. And eventually I was. I couldn't believe the compliments I would receive from some of the people I was getting jobs from. They're like, the reason why we picked you was because you were the most knowledgeable one out of the group. Well, hey, do you think that just came to me over the period of a couple of weeks? No, I had to study, I had to read, I had to learn, I had to develop habits that would help me with these things. Let's face it, if I pick a book up and I read it for 15 minutes and then 5 weeks later I pick the book up again and read it for another 30 minutes, I'm probably not going to get very far. If I read that book every single day for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, hey, I'm going to get through the book. I'm going to gather a little more information. I'm going to be a little farther ahead. The next book I pick up, so on. This is just how it works. But you're not going to get there. You are not going to get there at all unless you have good, ethical work habits. You know, you've got to put these things into place. You've got to create them. You've got to put them in place. Then you've got to take the action necessary to accomplish whatever it is you desire, and then reap the rewards. You know, hopefully reap the rewards. You know, still there are more things that come into play here. You're not just going to be able to read a book. You're not just going to be able to create good habits. You're not going to be able to become a fantastic salesperson. You can't just use one thing. You're going to need a combination, a variety of different things to be a successful contractor. It's just not one thing. There's not just one for sure, surefire method. You're going to need to try this and you're going to need to try that. And I can't think of a better place to start than developing good habits.